You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that.
Hey guys, what's poppin'? It's your girl Tuano, aka T, where everyone's been at the end of the day, and I am back with another video. If you're new here, welcome. This channel is about everything self-development, self-improvement, and lifestyle. And if that's your vibe, consider joining the community. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for returning. I truly appreciate you. But today we are going to be talking about something that I'm truly excited to speak about, which is the 9 habits that have actually changed my life and that continue to change my life. These 9 habits have helped me to become more energized, more focused, and just be more present in my life. So if that's something you are interested in, then let's dive right in. So the first habit that has truly changed my life is the DND/focus modes on my phone. I won't lie, most of my time my phone is always in one of these focus modes because I'm just trying to get shit done. Like, I'm trying to live my dream life, I'm trying to live my best life, I'm trying to be a better individual, which is obviously what I'm sharing with you guys. So I don't really have time for distractions, and our phones are probably like the #1 distractions in our lives. I'm not going to speak for you, I'm going to speak for myself. It was one of the biggest distractions in my life. So one way I had to tackle that was by putting on, or setting up I should say, different focus modes, which allowed me to stop certain notifications coming through, only selective calls to come through during separate focus times. A good example for me is work. Like when I'm at work, whether that's in the office, on site, or I'm working from home, work focus will get switched on automatically, which starts from 9 in the morning to 5:30 in the evening when I finish work. After that, I'm free to do whatever I want. However, I also have like productive time, and that's when I want to get anything productive done, whether that's on the weekends, in my spare time, or when I'm doing YouTube recordings like today. So I feel like it's really helped me to stay focused, prevent distraction, and actually helped me to get a lot more on my to-do list done, because I'm not getting distracted with TikTok notifications, Instagram notifications, text messages. You know, if you're really someone that struggles with distractions and, you know, keeping your productivity app, and you haven't used these focus features, girl, you need to tap in. You need to start ASAP. So the second habit that changed my life is actually creating multiple morning routines. And I know you're probably thinking multiple, it's giving too much, but let me land. We are not robots, we are humans, and there's gonna be days where we just don't feel like it. Let's just be honest. Like, we're not gonna be 10-10 every single morning. We're not gonna want to get up and go every single morning. There's gonna be days where we could potentially just be feeling down, we could just be emotionally not there, mentally tired, mentally drained. You know what I mean? Like I said, we are only humans, so it's only right that we grant ourselves that level of grace by reducing our morning routines and not putting that pressure on ourselves, like, oh, we have to do this. We're not robots. So how I did this was by creating an optimum morning routine where, like, when I feel great, where I feel 10-10, and then a less optimum routine where I'm not probably feeling the best, I ain't got the most energy, I might be tired, or I didn't really get a good sleep. It just allows me to get my must-haves completed, but whilst like still not putting that pressure on myself to do my optimum morning routine. So on the days where I am like, I've got high energy and I'm feeling like my optimum self, I will get a lot done. Like, I will get up earlier, I will go to the gym, I will journal, I will read, whatever I want to do that morning. However, the days where I'm feeling kind of like low in energy, I will slow it down. Right down. Like, I might not put them reading in the morning, I might say that for the evening, and I just take it slow because I don't feel like my optimum self, and that is okay. How I would go about like creating these 2 morning routines, I would just first start with creating your optimum routine. Like, what is it you want to do every single morning without fail when you feel your best self, and then kind of simplify it. Like, what's the most important habits for you? Is it journaling? Is it going to the gym? Is it waking up early? Is it your skincare? Like, what is compulsory, and kind of like reduce and put the compulsory stuff into a more slow morning routine. And I feel like mentally it's helped me because it just takes the pressure off myself again, and that's what it's all about. It's all like your mental state, because once your mental state is not good, like your physical state is gonna shortly follow after. So slowing it down and allow myself to be like, you know what, I'm not feeling 10-10 today, is truly one of the greatest things I could have done for myself. Do you know what I mean? Because everyone talks about making the morning routine and, you know, waking up at 5 AM, and do you know what, I hear it. If you are that disciplined person and you can do that every single day, even when you're feeling sick, me, I'm not gonna lie to myself, I'm not doing it. So I'm gonna take my time and, you know, slow the fuck down on the days I'm not feeling my optimum self. So yeah, so similar to habit number 2, my third habit that has truly changed my life is creating a night routine. I think this one has had a bigger impact on me than the morning routine. I was someone who suffered from severe insomnia, sleep paralysis. I was just always tired, always mentally drained, and it's because I was like always looking at screens till like dumb hours of the morning because I was doing graphic design and all of that good stuff. I wasn't wearing any blue-ray glasses or anything. I was watching TV to dumb hours, and I didn't allow myself to kind of wind down before going to bed. It just used to be come off the laptop, shower, bed, and it's like there was no kind of like switch off. Do you know what I mean? So what I did to like kind of like reduce all of those issues that I was having was learning to wind down, learning to switch off. I do not need to be working till 11:30 p.m. in the night looking at a screen, especially when I have a full-time job, which also involves me to look at a screen. It's just taking that time out to like really switch off, and that has drastically improved my sleep. Like I sleep like a baby now. I sleep so well that sometimes I don't even need my alarm to wake up. Like my body just wakes up, and I genuinely believe it's because when I get optimum sleep, my body just feels refreshed and it's just ready to wake up by itself. That also goes on the weekends. Like on the weekends, everyone wants a cheeky lie in. My body's like, yep, 8 o'clock you're up. On a Saturday? So I feel like if you're someone that suffers from insomnia, or if you have any like different like sleep difficulties, or you're someone that's like got sleep paralysis, try really tap into like creating a night routine. I switch off at 9:30 every day. It used to be 10 wasn't working. I switch off at 9:30 every night, and I just first of all just switch off from everything. I come away from my phone, from my laptop, my iPad, everything, and I just like chill. Then I go in the shower, kind of prep for bed. I do my night skin routine, and then like once all of that's done, I kind of just get cozy, and then usually I will read, and then I'll journal, and then I'll go to bed. The reason why I typically like to journal in the night is because I kind of like to just get my thoughts out of my head just before I go to sleep, because I'm an overthinker. I think about everything all day, every day. Like my brain doesn't switch off. So taking that out of my head and putting that into a journal has like drastically helped me to just relax and fall asleep with ease, because it's out of my head. Like it's out. And reading self-development books and self-help books and books that I'm just interested in as well also help. It reduces me from looking at the screens till late hours in the morning. About like 11:30, 12 o'clock, like I'm ready to conk out, sleep, KO'd. I'm trying to get myself to like get to sleep by like 11:30 every single night. It doesn't happen, because that just doesn't happen. But there's some nights I go to sleep at 11:30, sometimes I go to sleep at 12. That's kind of like the rough bracket that I am sleeping at. But yeah, like creating a night routine is probably one of like the top tier ones. Like it's up there with, out of all of these habits, I feel like that is one of the top habits that has drastically changed my life, especially because of how bad I was suffering from sleeping difficulties as well. So following on from habit number 3, habit number 4 that has truly changed my life is journaling. I've always been a journaler, but being like really consistent has like really changed my life, like consistently journaling. And I kind of mentioned this previously because it's a part of my night routine. I've tried like journaling in the morning, it's just not for me. And this is kind of what you want to do as well. Like whilst you're trying out these new habits, like really try to like figure out what works for you and what doesn't work for you. But I was trying out the journaling in the morning, it just wasn't working for me. It just, I don't know what it was. I was very inconsistent. And 2, I don't know, it just wasn't, because I had like so much to do on my agenda for the day. Didn't have the capacity to just, you know, be genuinely tuned in with journaling in the first thing in the morning. So I do mine with my night routine. And if you have read the book Atomic Habits, you will know that James Clear kind of makes it very clear, like in one of his techniques into like building habits on a consistent basis is associating a habit with an existing habit. So because my night routine was already like set up and it was already like at my optimum, and this is what I did every single night religiously, I just assigned that habit to that habit, so that when I was doing my night routine, I would know automatically like, okay, cool, your night routine is being done, now you need to journal. And I feel like no one realized the power in journaling. Like I get we're humans, we're very powerful, like our brains are very powerful, but like we're not a hard drive, we're not a storage device. Like, and I genuinely feel like a lot of things that go in our head are not supposed to sit there all the time. And being able to express truly to someone, well not someone, something, and write down how you genuinely feel about your day, or just how you feel emotionally, and get it out of your head, whether it's a bad day or it's a great day, like jot it down. Like it's probably one of the best things you can do, especially if you're someone that just crams and stores so much stuff in their head and you overthink a lot. Like, get it out of your head and just throw it on paper. It's also a good way to look back at things. Like, when you look back a year from now and you look at the days where you had a shit day, or you know, you had a great day, it's just kind of like knowing that you've been able to express yourself, put that on paper, and just, you know, move on. And I feel like it's a very, very healthy habit, like especially if you don't have someone to speak to that you can genuinely tap into. I feel like journaling is the next best thing. There's all different types of journaling you can do. I have daily journals, and with other journals, I've got a journal like for God, I've got a journal for like just like me voicing how I feel emotionally, and then I have like a daily reflection journal. The one that I do every single day religiously is my daily reflection journal, and that's when I just speak about how I felt today, like what did I feel in terms of emotions, how did my day go, what challenges did I face, how did it make me feel, and how did I overcome it. I also write 3 things that I'm grateful for, and just I do that every single night before bed. The other journal that I have is like a diary more. That's where like I really let out my emotions, like whether it's a great day, a mediocre day, or even a bad day. Like anytime I just want to voice my emotions, I will go to that journal and just voice it. Like, I'll just write how I feel, or how I feel about the situation, how I feel about the day, and just like let it out. And I feel like that's generally one, helped with my sleeping, because obviously I'm getting all of these thoughts out of my mind. I also feel like it's helped me to be more capable of channeling my emotions and being more in control of my emotions. One of my goals in life is to really like be in control of my emotions and not let my emotions control me. So I feel like journaling that down kind of helps me to do that. I used to journal in manual notebooks. I used to write it all down. If you guys, I'll show you guys some B-roll. The amount of notebooks that I have where I've just journaled, it's ridiculous. But now like I do everything on Notion, it's just digitalized, and it's just easier because I can just literally press the mic and just speak into my mic, and it just types out everything for me, and it just makes my life a breeze. So journaling's gone down from like me getting hand ache sometimes when I'm just ranting in my journal to just like, it's just been at ease. So yeah, I feel like journaling is definitely up there as well. I don't know if it's gonna go above my night routine, but I feel like it's definitely up there with one of them. So again, this is another like habit that you may want to consider shortlisting into your life. So habit number 5 that basically changed my life is, and this is more this year that I've been able to be more consistent with this, but similar to journaling, it is weekly and monthly resets. I've kind of spoken about monthly resets because I'm documenting all my monthly resets on my YouTube channel. So if you guys are interested in that, definitely subscribe, and definitely check out my most recent one, which is Plan July with me, which is my July monthly reset. But monthly resets and weekly resets just help you to, like it's in the name, like it helps you to just reset. It just helps you to kind of assess the week, assess the month, see where you are, see what you were supposed to do in that week. Did you get it done? Didn't you get it done? Like, where can you improve? And just kind of allow yourself to kind of just, you know, let's go again. Monday or Sunday, whenever you want to do these resets, just allow yourself to kind of like assess, this is where I'm at, this is where I want to be, okay cool, how am I going to get there? And it's just a recurring thing. It was kind of hard. I think doing the weekly ones was kind of hard because I had to kind of find a day that worked for me. My weekly resets kind of happen on either a Sunday or a Monday, kind of depends on how like my week's gone, because if I've gone out Sunday night, I'll do it Monday. If I'm like on site Monday, I'll do it Sunday. So mine's basically based on my timetable. But like, I feel like it's really, really powerful in assessing where you are in life and just seeing where is it you want to go, and are you aligning yourself with that? Take a step back. Sometimes we get so cooped up in our own little world. Sometimes we get so cooped up in what we've got to do every single day that we don't even allow ourselves to reset. So hit that reset button and consider having a monthly or weekly or both inserted into your life, because it's definitely been a game changer to me and helped me in hitting some of them goals. You know what I'm saying? Habit number 6 that I feel like has truly changed my life, I would say, is spending quality time with myself. I feel like spending quality time with yourself is not as easy as people think, because I feel like you really need to embrace yourself's energy and learn to like, okay cool, I'm by myself. And sometimes going to like the cinema or taking yourself on a date can be scary, because you know you want that friend there that you can have a conversation with, but just sometimes when you're by yourself, you don't have that. And I feel like it's so important to have that. Like, love your own energy, love being by yourself, like tap into you, like, do you know what I mean? And I started doing this by like taking myself on little coffee dates, taking myself to the cafe. I try to take myself to the cafe or / coffee date twice a month, and I've really been able to get comfortable with just being by myself in public spaces. And I was always bad at that. I was always kind of like, oh, let me shout my friend, let's go here together. Whereas like now I'll just rock up to a cafe, or rock up to a shisha lounge, or rock up to a, you know, coffee shop, and, you know, make my order, enjoy my own company, and enjoy spending time with me. Because who won't love me the way I want to love me? I feel like it's so important to get to know yourself and love yourself and pour into yourself. And what better way to like figure out what it is that you love, what it is that you like, what it is that you enjoy, than spending quality time with yourself. The same way you would spend it with someone else, spend it with yourself. And like I said, you don't have to break the bank. You don't need to go to these luxury restaurants or whatever. You can go to a cheeky, you know, coffee shop. You can go to a Costa, you know what I'm saying? You can go to these cute little cafes where, you know, you can literally order yourself a coffee, have a laptop, be on your phone, just, you know, just embrace your energy. Like, it's important. I also feel like with taking yourself out, it just also helps you to recharge. It just separates you from whatever you've got going on. It just helps you to remove yourself from the noise that you might be surrounded by in your environment. And it just allows you again to just pour into yourself, because if you ain't gonna do it, who gonna do it? Okay. Habit number 7 that has truly changed my life is getting a hobby. And this is a hobby outside of work or your business or whatever. I'll just give you a little bit of a story. My hobby used to be graphic design. I used to do it for fun. It used to be my peace of mind. I used to illustrate. I used to just create. I used to just be in my creative element until I made it into a business, and I don't have that freedom from it anymore, because like I feel like it's a job. It doesn't feel like a hobby where I can just do what I want freely and just be a creative individual. It's a job because people are paying me to create this kind of stuff. So that's kind of what I mean by have a hobby outside of your business or outside of work, because you want something that's just gonna, you know, switch off, where you can switch off again. Like, you know, your mind's just not thinking, your mind's just not worrying, you're just enjoying. And learning new things is so refreshing for the mind. Do you know what I mean? It's just fun. And one way I did this was by, you know, it took me a while because I was looking for ages. I remember like in the beginning of the year, and I was kind of like, what is my hobby gonna be? And I wanted something that wasn't gonna be like really expensive, but I wanted something that was gonna be something that I could do every single month. And I decided to go back into illustrating, because I don't, like, my clients don't ever ask me for illustrative work. It's more logo design work. So I went back into illustrating and kind of learned how to illustrate and creating these lovely drawings. And I generally find peace in just being in my room, music, maybe a little glass of wine or whatever, and just like drawing or just being creative and just letting my creative energy flow. But another thing I found was painting by numbers. I've seen like these amazing artworks on Pinterest. I haven't learned how to do these by myself yet, but I did find that you can get like digital and physical like paint by numbers, where they give you all the numbers already, and they associate with a color, or you associate the number with a color, and it kind of helps you to bring that kind of aesthetic to life. And because I love the aesthetic already, I was just kind of like, no, I don't know how to do this yet, but I want to have one of these in my house. So that's what I did. I started buying paintings and the digital ones, and just started getting really tapping into my creative stuff. And I feel like it's one of the healthiest things to do, and it's so fulfilling because one, it's allowed me to be creative freely, and it's two, me doing something that I love, and it just helps me to switch off. Again, like, you need times in your life or places in your life where you can actually just mentally switch off and just forget about everything that's going on, and just, you know, pause and just enjoy, laugh, you know, smile, like tap into things that you like. It's going to be kind of hard if you don't know, like if you're still figuring out on your journey, your self-growth journey, you're still figuring out what it is that you like. Just tap into different things. Like, I actually want to get into tennis. I don't know what it is, like I have this mad interest in tennis, and I kind of just want to go, and I've been looking for places to kind of sign up to, but like tennis is like another hobby that I would like to get into. So just have a feel for things, see what you're drawn to, what things you like if you want to find a hobby best suited for yourself, ask yourself what you do currently where you forget about time. Like, you forget, like, oh my god, like an hour's gone by, oh my god, 5 hours gone by, you're still doing this thing. Definitely look for a habit to add into your life. Habit number 8 that also helped me change my life is improving my health/fitness. Health/fitness is like a very broad aspect, so I'm not going to tap into everything of it, but primarily my gut health, tapping into that, because again, I feel like that was another issue that I was facing in terms of like my fatigue, and I'm not having enough energy and bloating. It was just really bad, and it got so bad to a point where I was actually getting severe digestive problems where I couldn't in sick to work for like 3 months, and it was really, really bad. So I poured into that. I literally invested into my gut health, the probiotics. I invested in like these supplements that help to like improve digestion and stuff like that, and change my diet, stop eating out takeaway and a lot of stuff, these kind of things, and just like stop reducing that kind of thing. I also went back to the gym. I feel like the gym is a great mental stimulation as well as a physical one. So I poured into that, and now that I do both, like again, I feel like it contributes to me having a really, really good sleep. I feel like it contributes to helping me to stay focused. I feel like it contributes to helping reduce my stress because I let it go in the gym and I just, you know, get it out. And I feel like it's drastically helped me improve my mental health, and it can for you too. So if that's something that you are struggling with, definitely consider like investing into your health, particularly your gut health, because I feel like a lot of issues come from the gut. I feel like there's been multiple reports out there where they say like your gut is the reason why you have certain issues. So if you tackle that, 9 times out of 10 you'll probably tackle your fatigueness, your lack of energy, you'll tackle your brain fog, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, definitely pour into your health, mental and physical, and like invest in maybe going to the gym. If you're not really a gym person, consider going for walks. A lot of people's got into like walking and running recently. I'm not a runner, but I do like the odd walk, especially like when I work from home and I haven't gone to the gym that day. I'll go for a walk. It might not be the longest walk. It's not going to be for half an hour, I'm not going to lie. I just don't have that kind of time in my day. But I will walk for like maybe 15-20 minutes and, you know, just be out in nature and just forget about everything and just walk. And like I won't even tune into my phone or nothing, and just embrace nature and just embrace the surroundings around me and just switch off mentally. So yeah, definitely try and pour into your health / fitness, because I feel like that's another great habit to have, and it's drastically changed my life too. Okay, so we've reached the final habit, and this one might shock you a lot, but a habit that's like drastically improved my life is reducing the amount of music that I listen to. Don't get twisted, I love music, different genres, from Afrobeats, Amapiano, Bashment, R&B, slow jams. I love it all. However, I just feel like it's not something I need to be listening to 24/7. Like, and what I mean by 24/7, I mean like when I'm in the gym, when I'm in the car, when I'm on my way to work, when I'm on the train, when I'm walking. Like, I feel like constantly listening to music, unless that is what gives you peace, then like don't come for me. I'm talking this for me. I feel like sometimes, especially when it's in the background or when it's playing, sometimes it makes me get distracted, and sometimes I'm just not as focused as I need to be. So I've just reduced the amount of music that I listen to. I kind of tap into podcasts more now and audiobooks, particularly first thing in the morning. As much as like the memes are out there, like, oh, 8 in the morning and they're playing like all the Bashment tunes or whatever. For me, I kind of don't want to hear all the bomber clotting and the Ross clotting and all of that first thing in the morning. I personally don't want to pour that into my brain first thing. I would rather listen to an audiobook or listen to a podcast. And that's not me judging for the people that do want to do that. Like, it's your life, do what's best for you. But I'm just thinking about myself. And I've realized with me, particularly first thing in the morning, when I don't listen to music, I am more focused and I'm more productive, because like I've put in my head things that help me to be, or the attitude that helps to promote productivity, helps to promote, like, you know, it's like kind of motivational stuff and inspirational stuff. Like having that in first thing in the morning makes me feel like I can do anything in the world. It makes me feel like, okay, cool, let's go. Do you know what I mean? There's a few podcasts that I listen to that I feel like is great, especially first thing in the morning. One of them is The Habits of a Goddess. It's more of an affirmation one. I really love that one because it kind of like sets me up in terms of attitude, energy, and just being grateful for all the smallest things. She's literally got the most affirmations for everything, for finance, for a good morning, for good energy, for relationships, or whatever it is that you kind of want to like embrace or have more of in your life. She's got like affirmations for that. One of the audiobooks that I'm listening to is Ikigai, which is about finding your purpose and like how to live longevity and all that kind of stuff, because obviously I won't lie, I feel like the Western is not ideal with like some of the third world countries. They are really good at that. So yeah, and I just feel like it's just feeding knowledge into your brain. It's just kind of giving you motivation, get up and go. And I feel like that's helped me be more productive in my mornings than listening to music. So there you have it. Those are the 9 habits that have truly changed my life and helped me become more energized, more focused, and just more genuinely happy. Like, I'll smile throughout this video so you guys can kind of see like this is how these habits are making me feel day to day. So if you are looking to kind of like change your life, want to improve, maybe consider testing out some of these habits for yourself. Maybe consider like trying 1 or 2, and if you do, definitely let me know in the comments like how you found it, if it was for you, if it wasn't for you, and we can continue the conversation down there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and definitely think about following me on my personal social medias, because we are in our growthish era. That's what we're in, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.